Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Banished Colonial Charter 1.7. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because the people of Tuckus are certainly having an interesting time. All 35 of them. 32 adults, 3 children. I feel like that's a weird balance. So today, I would like to do something about that. I would like to get to work on bringing the population of Tuckus up a little bit, because I don't really think it's high enough. I think there need to be more people in Tuckus. We definitely need there to be more people in Tuckus. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to extend this road over here. We're going to put some houses into this side of things. And we're going to hope for the best, basically. We're going to hope that we can go ahead and increase that population. We're going to hope that people are keen to have kids here, basically. That's the plan anyway. We'll certainly see what happens. Let's just go ahead and extend the road there. And we'll get that road built eventually. I'm also thinking that it might be an idea to do a bit of soil road just there, to remove those bits of road, and to bring the gravel road around like this, so that we can extend the gravel road up and around all of that, because I think that'll look real fancy. So let's remove you and do a bit of soil road just there as well. And I like it. I do. I think it looks pretty cool. We'll do a bit of gravel there so we get some nice corners going. We'll do that. And we'll just let them remove that and I'll replace it in a little bit. So let's run the simulation and see what exactly we can get them to do and how quickly they can do it. Now, they've already removed this. That was actually really, really quick. So let's get that stuff replaced there. Are they working on the roads? Oh, yeah, they are. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have that one builder currently working on getting all the roads in there. That's going to look cool when it's done, though. I do reckon that's going to look pretty cool when it's done. I am also very tempted to remove the graveyard and put it somewhere else before it actually gets anyone in there, but I don't think it matters. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. So, now that we have this road over here, though, let's go ahead and get some houses on it. And I want to use the SALTBOX houses, because I really like the SALTBOX houses. I think they're really, really nice. So we're going to go white, red, black. Is that black? Black, white, red, black, blue. And then white, red, black, blue. That's the pattern we're going to go with there. And it centers pretty much around this road here, which is relatively central. So that's 8 new buildings. The thing is, I'm kind of thinking we're going to pause 4 of the construction work things there, because I really don't think we need 8 new buildings. I just want to get the positioning in there for them, because I'm eventually going to expand this whole area to be mostly residential, so it kind of makes sense that we'd want to go ahead and expand it. Or we'd want to go ahead and plan it, rather, so we can expand it later down the line. Let's go ahead and get some gravel roads through here as well, and then bring some soil roads along the back of the buildings just a little bit. And down to there as well. And that'll do. That's what I want to do. That's the kind of construction we're going to go for. We're hopefully going to get those 4 built. We're hopefully going to bring the population up a little bit, specifically the population of laborers. I'm not really all that interested in the population of, well, anything else, really. It is laborers that I'm after, because I would like to get more foresters. I'd also like to get more people working in general. I'd also like to get more people to send out to gather resources. So if I do an order like this, it'd be nice if it was done relatively quickly. And on top of all of that, I also would really like to get a mine. Several of them, in fact. We have mines that have a lot of different features. We have mines that can get us stone. We obviously have the quarries as well. We have mines that can get us iron ore, so we don't have to keep picking it up. There's a lot of different things we can do. I'd also like to get coal, for example, so we can stop using firewood in the fuel refinery. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. And here's hoping that I can actually get them done. Now, the first SALTBOX house is looking pretty beautiful there. And the second one's looking pretty good too. I am actually really pleased with these. They look so nice. They really, really do look so, so nice. Oh man, it's weird seeing that kind of thing in Banished though. It really is. It's a strange thing seeing that kind of building. Because Banished is a game that I've known for a long time. As I mentioned in my previous Let's Play of the game, I played it when it came out, and I played it a lot when it came out, and then I didn't play it until that previous Let's Play, and then this one's adding stuff to it through mods, which is something I've never really done in Banished before. So it's weird, man. It's weird seeing all these buildings I just don't recognize. It's cool, though. It adds something to the game that I'm actually kind of enjoying, which is just a little bit of a different progression. It's cool. It's fun. Definitely liking it. Now, where's my builder? Are either of you my builder? You're my builder. Okay, can you finish? Okay, run off again. Then come back. No, you're going to go eat. All right. You're going to fit. No, you're not finishing that yet. There you go, buddy. Thank you. So is that you off to finish the roads? Yes, it is. Not bad. Not bad at all. It also looks like we're getting this whole area cleared out. We've got a couple of kids being born here and there. We really do need to bring the population of kids up a little bit. We should also maybe look into education at some point fairly soon, because we are going to need it. We're definitely going to need education. And if we go to civic buildings, yeah, we can get a schoolhouse. We've got the one-room schoolhouse, which can have fences or not have fences. Interesting. We've got the town arrival. What's the town? Used to record and show census data, does not provide happiness, does not encourage nomads. Then the town hall is used to record census data. Okay. Then the colonial hall is also used. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. No, I can get behind that. That's a pretty cool building. That's a beautiful building. Then we've got the courthouse, a public place of social justice where people gather to participate in the passing of laws. This building has an effect of bringing happiness to a large population area. Not a bad looking building. Definitely not a bad looking building. And then we have the governor's office, which staffed by an official who collects taxes in the form of silver. Okay. Also kind of interesting. Then we have the gazebo. Also kind of interesting. We've got worship houses and all that stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I really like it. I really do. But I think we do need to get the schoolhouse. I think that's what we're going to have to go for. Because we do need to get people educated. We do need to make them a bit more efficient. And, oh, we just got a bunch of laborers. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and put... How many people are working in there? One? Let's get one person working in that sawmill. So we're going to need another woodcutter, which is going to be 3 in total. I do reckon we might want to just look into everything and make sure we've got things fully staffed. Because at the moment, the forestry place isn't, and I think that's one that's kind of important. The gatherer's hut also isn't, and I think that's quite important, but the problem is we're now left with one laborer in the form of a builder. Not that I'm expecting anyone to die just yet. So I guess if the builder can finish building the roads, we can switch them out to be just a laborer in case someone gets brutally crushed by a rock or something. But let's just hope that doesn't happen, because that's not really a thing I would like to happen to anybody. So we're just gonna live in hope, is what we're gonna do. We are going to live in hope. Now let's go ahead and bring some roads around like this just a little bit. We'll bring a road up like that, and we'll bring a road across like that. And I think once that's all done, that's gonna look really cool. Having all of those houses in there following the same sort of pattern and stuff like that. It's going to look really, really nice. Especially with what's effectively a little alleyway going behind them. I think that'll look kind of cool too. In fact, do I want to go for something like a dirt road back there? Instead of the soil one? I think that would make more sense. So if we just remove this, and we just do like a standard dirt road behind the buildings, sort of as a little alleyway. I reckon that'll look good. I really reckon that'll look good. So what are you working on at the minute? You're off to do that, then you're going to do all of this? Okay. Fair enough. Have you all got kids yet? No, not all of you. That's fine. I mean, for God's sake, you're 11, so that's probably why. That's probably why you don't have kids. That's also why I feel slightly awkward playing Banished sometimes. Do you have children yet? You're 11 years old. Of course you bloody don't. Oh, man. This game. It's an interesting one, is what it is. Let's go ahead, I think, and throw the schoolhouse in down here. I think this little corner could be a really nice place for it. So, we'll get it there. We can bring a nice gravel road out and around it. So something like that. Then to that point. Yeah, there we go. Then leading up to it, we could do something like a stone road. Because I think that'll look kind of cool. Just as something a bit different, you know? Something to make it look kind of fancy down here. I think that'll certainly serve its purpose and certainly do a good job. So we got another kid being born. Oh, Jesus, you're 12! You're 12! He's 25! It's a different time. It's a different time. It's a different time period. It's a different time. That's all it is. It's just a different time. I don't know if that makes it okay. But I'm gonna have to just tell myself that it's a different time and a fictional world. So it's... Oh, it's weird, man. That's not okay. That's not okay. We're building a school to stop that kind of thing. Yeah, Jesus. Right, do we have... no, we don't. We don't have all of this done yet. I realize I've told them to harvest most of this. So, they're going to be at it for a while. Which is okay. I mean, that's no problem. Oh, man, I'm also realizing that no building's going to get done because there's no laborers to bring materials to this. Wait, don't farmers default to laborers in the off-season? So there technically should be. I guess if I up the priority of this, they will probably come away from working on... Yeah, there we go. Now they're working on it. So now they're going to start bringing materials to it? Yeah, there we go. That's fine. It was a priority thing. That's all it was. Nothing but a priority thing. They were prioritizing all the work over here rather than prioritizing the work on the schoolhouse. Which, I mean, it makes sense. The work over here was ordered first. But I would like a schoolhouse so we can get smarter residents of Turkus. That's the goal. That's the goal here, and that's the plan. I'd also really like some people to age up a little bit, because I really need more laborers. Seriously, only 65% done? Jesus. I mean, take your time. No rush, except the blatant rush, because I want it to be done. I also can't help but notice someone called their child Turnit. And then Talonzo. Talonzo. Alonzo's a fine name. But Talonzo. It's like... Is that like an E? It's like... That's like a... It's like a South American eagle. Because talons... I'm sorry. That's funnier than it should be. Oh god, right. Moving on from Talonzo. Oh boy. Right, builder. I reckon you should become a teacher. I reckon you should become a teacher and help people get smart, basically. I think that's going to be a good idea. It does mean that we are a little bit further away from laborers than I'd like. But it does mean that when people do eventually become laborers, they are, in theory, going to be rather smart laborers, which is probably a good thing. And, I mean, on the plus side, the farmers do become laborers in the off-season, so if I want to build things, I can't build them currently, but I can get the materials in place for the construction. So what I'll do is get maybe a regular mine. The thing is, I can do an iron and coal mine like this, which I do believe I can reclaim this, is the thing. Like, this can be reclaimed at some point. But I do love how this thing looks. I really do. I really like this. So I think I'm going to go with this. We're going to get that built at some point. So that's going to be iron and... or coal and stone, I think is what that was. Coal and stone? Iron and coal is the one I'm looking for. We could definitely do with one that'll get us stone, though. And I'm definitely thinking that something like this could be a pretty decent idea. Because something like this is gonna, like I said, be reclaimable. So let's get a stone and salt mine just there. Let's get I guess an iron and coal mine next to it would be good. Because it means that we can go ahead and have this mine doing something like coal, and then this one doing something like iron. So just chuck that into this spot over here, I guess. So something like... they don't like being close together, do they? Something like that. And that'll be fine. So just a bunch of mining operations over there is going to be... well, it's going to be something. I'm also noticing that one's for... okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Cancel. Thank you very much. Is the iron one... or the coal one? What one? This one? This one. Is this one bigger? Is my question. I do certainly hope not. So if I just put it there. That looks the same to me. So that's probably okay. We'll get those built up at some point. It's going to take a little while. We're going to have to wait until the off season, so the farmers are going to, you know, be done with their harvesting and able to start carting stuff back and forth. And I just noticed Paulette has become a student. We have a student. We have the first person that's going to become smart. That's not bad. Also, why did I do the zoning this way? Not the zoning. It's not city skylines. The layout of this shouldn't be this way. Because those roads are too far away. That's weird. That's very weird. Right. So, blue, brown, red, white. Then pause, 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 and pause. Okay. So this road needs to be moved, is what this tells me. I need to clear out all of that. And then I need to bring a gravel road all the way through there. Well, I'm going to have to wait until that's removed, don't I? It's going to take a moment. We'll do a gravel road there. We'll do a gravel road just there. We'll let the rest of it get removed. And then we'll, I guess, go ahead and put these little bits in that we're going to be missing. Man, it's going to take a while for this population to grow, isn't it? It's actually going to take a while. Because we're in the situation that we're in. We've just got students. And that always slows down population growth. So this will be interesting. Let's do a country road just there. So that we have got a little road going by the mines. We can go ahead and do a gravel road just there. Not that we have any builders, so, you know, we're going to be waiting a bit for that. Here's a question. What age? Freem. Freem has become a student. That's an interesting name. At what age do they become students? It looks like 10. So I assume at age 20, they become laborers. Unless we have too many students, at which case they immediately become laborers at age 10. That's the assumption, anyway. I don't actually know if that's the case, but that's what I'm assuming. So let's go ahead and extend this gravel road out a little bit. I do think this can still be a relatively main road there. We'll do a soil bit in the middle. And then I'd kind of like to bring the country road for these mines off of the side of this. Because I don't think the road here should be all too pleasant. In fact, I feel like the road here should be kind of grimy and kind of nasty. So that's what we're going for. We're gonna actually just cancel that little bit there. We can bring the gravel across. Now, the tailor just died of old age. That's interesting. It's also slightly alarming that we've just hit that stage of the game where people start keeling over, because I don't know if I'm ready for it. Not entirely sure that that's something we are prepared for. And there's no laborer available to replace them either. That's worrying. That is definitely worrying. You're 11 years old and a student. I'm really tempted, to turn off the school until I can get a really sustainable population. The school was both a good idea and not my best idea. I think that's fair to say. Because it's an important building. It is a really important building. I'd really like more laborers, man. Okay, I caved. I turned off the school because people are dying. We lost a farmer. We lost a gatherer. We lost the tailor. We're not in a situation where any of this stuff is necessarily reasonable just yet. I don't want to lose all of those things. So I'm going to get some builders. We're going to get a few more houses. I'm also going to get more farms because I think having more farms is going to be a good way to sustain a population that I'm going to try and grow a little bit quicker than I have been. I've kind of been sat there like, hey, we'll grow the population by getting more houses, but we're also going to slow the population by putting them in education. If we can have the population growing at such a rate that we have consistent laborers coming through, but also people going into school, that's going to be really good. That's going to be really important. Now, let's get more blackberries. Let's get 12 farmers. And we're going to see if these individual farmers can manage those fields. Because if they can, then I can drop the number of farmers that I have everywhere else down a little bit. We're certainly going to find out anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this as well, just because I really like this this fancy road thing I've got going on here. Do a bit of that in the corners, bring a road up through the middle, and do a bit of that in the corners as well. All right, so we're sitting on quite a few laborers. We have these houses all going in as well, which looks pretty cool. Oh, I do like that. I do quite like that. We just lost the physician. Turnit has replaced Steward. Man, I said Turnit with a lot of hatred in my voice. That's not a name that I like, apparently. That is apparently not a name that I like. I always feel bad picking on names in this game, though, because I'm always slightly worried that someone's going to pop up in the comments and be like, my name's Turnit, you prick! And I'm just gonna feel terrible. Oh, God. I mean, I would. I'd also be like, well, it's an interesting name. And I mean that in both the complimentary and curious sense. Let's see. So we've got a bunch of young families living in here at the moment. Oh, look, hold on a minute. It's Freem. We've got Freem. Man, Freem has an interesting name. Reserve of logs is low. Really? Should it be? I'm not quite sure why the reserve of logs is low, but okay. Just had a bunch of kids born, that's fine. We've got the mine up and running. We're working on the stone and salt mine. We're working on the iron and coal mine. Let's have... Oh, this thing can actually mine iron straight out. So this can actually act as a furnace. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to say give me coal. I'm going to say this one's going to be stone and this one's going to be iron. I mean, that's going to need a lot of people. But that's going to be pretty cool when it's done. Oh, a child named Irlanda. Irlanda. It's weird saying Irlanda because I pronounce it just Ireland. But that would be Irlanda. Interesting name. Definitely an interesting name. So we'll get stone from that one. This one will be built shortly. We can get some stuff from that as well. These farms are looking like they're doing a good job there. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if one farmer's enough per field, because if it is, then I've been duped this whole time. I've been led astray by my own assumptions. That sounds like a Star Wars thing. That sounds like something they'd say to the Jedi. Don't be led astray by your assumptions, Anakin. They betray you. I don't know what this voice is, but I'm pretty sure if I cover my mouth with my hands, I'll sound like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, a movie that I quite enjoyed. Not a lot of people did, but I did. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, with that aside, yeah, it sounds like a Star Wars thing. Sounds like a Star Wars thing. Anyway, let's get these other houses in here. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Don't rain on my parade. Thank you very much. So blue, white, red, brown. And let's build those. Let's build all of these. Let's go for it. Let's bring the population up. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if this is reasonable. This might be risky because we're up to 13 children suddenly. But we're going to find out what happens. I'm also wondering, I mean, this is 99% full. That's 86% full. I think we need another storage barn. I do think we could use another storage barn. So let's get a couple of storage barns up this way, I think. Possibly. I mean, we could go for one of the bigger ones. We have the small barn, which I think is, yeah, it's a small general purpose barn. We have the magazine, a large walled storage building, able to store huge quantities of resources. But it takes a lot of stuff to build, and we don't have all the stuff required to build it. Even though it's really freaking cool. We've got the dry goods storage. We've got the grain silo, the root cellar. We've got the bank barn. Okay. The resource. Okay, let's just get a storage barn. I feel like that's probably the right thing to do here. So we can get a couple of these. I guess. Where do we put them, though? I guess here sort of makes sense, doesn't it? So one there and one there. Then I'd like to do a bit of soil at the entrances there. Man, soil used to be one of my favorite words. That's a true story. I don't know why, but it's a word that I used to find really funny. I'm not even joking. I just find, like, just soil. There's just something about it that's inherently not really a pleasant word. And I feel like it's because, I mean, it's soil. But yeah, that is actually a true story. I used to find the word soil funnier than I really should have. Let's go ahead and just fill in these gaps around here a little bit. And just make this all kind of interesting, I suppose. We can put the bits of soil road in there. And keep this nice bit of decoration we have going on. Let's get that in there. Bring that along here. Just a bit. And yeah, that looks... That's really coming together. I really like the little, like, alleyway thing up here as well. That's actually really nice. So that's a tunnel. That is the Old Creek Bridge. I'm just looking at stuff at this point. We've got the Creek Plank Bridge. That doesn't seem like it would be safe at all. That really doesn't seem like it would be remotely safe. Here's my next question, though. Oh, hello. A forester died. That's fine. Does anyone actually... Oh, no, there was someone there using the alleyway. Look at that! I mean, you're constructing a building, and that's, like, the only reason you're using it, but That's still kind of cool to see. I mean, people may never use the alleyway, but I like it, and that's all that matters. That's all I'm interested in. So, right, here's my next question. It is currently autumn, and nothing's really being harvested here. Oh, didn't mean to pause. So what I'm wondering is that maybe because we've filled the other storage barns, and these guys are quite far away from them? Because if that's the case, I mean, this... Oh, hold on. Nope, pick that up. If this is, yeah, 98, 100. So, yeah, I think we filled the storage barns. Which is why nothing's really being harvested here. So I don't think this is necessarily a fair test on these two farms. I mean, if we could get this farm built, this barn built really quickly, we'd be able to see how quickly they can harvest what's left. But I don't know. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job already. Based on what I'm seeing, it looks like they're doing a decent job, and that's all I need them to do. So we have this barn here. Are you guys going to start grabbing stuff and bringing it over to the barn? Looks like it. You know, I think these guys are doing a pretty good job. I really do reckon I could probably knock some more of these farms down to one farmer each. So we'll give that a test. We'll see what happens in the next season, the next year, and I think we'll go from there. Now, I am slightly worried that we are about to see a massive influx of children. Because, I mean, this is, what, 16 houses? 16 new houses built in a fairly quick period of time. That's scary. As someone that has a very basic knowledge of Banished, that is scary. Especially this early in the game. But it's fine. I mean, we're probably due a plague at some point, so we'll probably make it work. As grim as that sounds, it's true. If things don't work out, you have the blessing of a plague to make everything okay. Because it will. It absolutely will. And does every single time. So we have that to look forward to. Let's see then. So, we've expanded the town pretty well thus far. I'd say things are looking interesting. I'm also thinking that's, hold on a minute. It is late winter and we're in 13,500 food. You know what? I think we're doing okay. I actually think we're doing okay. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave it there for today. I think my plan is to get up to like 25 or 30 kids and then reactivate the school. I think that's my plan. We'll certainly see either way. I also think it should be a good idea. It could be a good idea to get another Forester's Lodge, but again, we'll see what happens. Either way, thank you kind of for watching. This has been Banished Colonial Charter 1.7 Part 3, I think. If you liked the video, like the video. Dislike it. Don't forget to share it on social media, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.